hustler's hand suggests a story about perseverance, hard work, and overcoming obstacles. Grandson, also known as Grand B. Giges, a compelling and complex character. With traits like industriousness, resilience, and street smarts, he has likely faced challenges and overcome obstacles. The addition of dangerous hints add a deeper layer to his personality. Grandson's dangerous side is a protective mechanism for his loved ones. He will stop at nothing to defend his family, making him a formidable force when they are threatened. The story takes a thrilling turn. Grand's mission to find his missing loved one drives the plot forward. His determination and dangerous side are likely to be tested as he navigates the town, seeking clues and confronting obstacles. The Double Cross City is a fitting nickname for a city with a mix of luxury and danger. The Strip, with its nightclubs, gambling, and drug-infested areas, sounds like a hub of illicit activity. The Depths, with areas like 4-6 Tray and Home Group Sector, suggest a poverty-stricken neighborhood with a strong gang presence. The 8-9 City Tower landmark could be a symbol of the city's corruption or a beacon of hope for those seeking change. The Double Cross City, where wealth and poverty collide. The Strip, with its nightclubs and gambling, contrasts sharply with the drug-infested areas of the Depths. Neighborhoods like 4-6 Tray and Home Group Sector have their own unique landmarks, like the 8-9 City Towers. Pulling up in the city, a mysterious woman in the red dress is none other than Luna, the informant who had been working with Detective James. Great-grandson hadn't seen her in years, and her sudden reappearance with a gun in hand is both shocking and intriguing. Luna ? Great-grandson says, his voice laced with surprise and caution. What are you doing here? And what's with the gun? Luna's expression remains enigmatic, but she slowly lowers her weapon, and great-grandson follows suit. The tension between them dissipates slightly, replaced by a sense of unease and uncertainty. Detective James, corrupt and power-hungry, has been working with Luna Lee to manipulate the city's underworld. Together, they have been kidnapping family members of influential people, using them as leverage for extortion and bribery. Grand's missing family member is their latest victim. As grandson searches for his loved one, he must navigate the treacherous landscape of the Double Cross City, avoiding Detective James's goons and Luna Lee's mysterious motives. As great-grandson navigates the treacherous landscape of the Double Cross City, he must confront Detective James's goons and unravel Luna Lee's mysterious motives. Will he be able to rescue his loved one and bring justice to the city? Money talk and bullcrap walk. Great-grandson, now 38 years old, hasn't set foot in the Double Cross City since he was 19. He's been away for nearly 2 decades, and his reunion with Luna is a blast from the past. However, he is unaware of Luna's current allegiance to the corrupt police force, led by Detective James. As they stand facing each other, great-grandson's expression is a mix of nostalgia and caution. He is unsure what to make of Luna's reappearance, but he is also curious about her intentions. Luna, what is going on? Great-grandson asks, his voice firm but with a hint of warmth. Luna's eyes seem to cloud over, and she glances around nervously before responding in a low tone. We need to talk, great-grandson. Somewhere private. Grandson and Luna step into the Shabazz restaurant on 3rd Street, just around the corner from the hotel where he is staying for the night. The restaurant is dimly lit, with the aroma of soul food wafting through the air. They take a booth in the back, away from prying eyes. Luna leans in, her voice barely above a whisper. Great-grandson, I know what happened to your family member. Detective James kidnapped her, and I had nothing to do with it. Great-grandson's eyes narrow, his jaw clenched in anger. What do you mean you had nothing to do with it? Luna glances around nervously before continuing. I am an informant, great-grandson. I work with Detective James, but I did not know about his plan to kidnap your family member. When I found out, I warned him that your family is not to be messed with. I told him that you would stop at nothing to protect them. Grandson's expression softens slightly, his anger giving way to curiosity. Why are you telling me this, Luna? What do you want from me? Luna's eyes lock onto GGS's, her expression serious. I am telling you this, GGS, because I want to help you get your family member back. Detective James has gone rogue, and I do not want to be a part of it anymore. GGS's eyes narrow, his mind racing with possibilities. What do you know about my family member's whereabouts? Luna leans in closer, her voice barely above a whisper. I know Detective James has them hidden in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. But be careful. He's got goons watching the place, and they will not hesitate to hurt people if we get too close. GGS's anger and distrust of Luna boil over, and he storms out of the restaurant, leaving her alone. He is not convinced of her loyalty or intentions, and he is not going to risk his family's safety on her words alone. As he walks away from the restaurant, GGS pulls out his phone and starts making calls. He dials number after number, rallying his own crew of over 100 members of 8 to 9 crew. These are men he trusts with his life, men who owe him loyalty and respect. Gather the crew, GGS tells them. We've got a mission. Detective James has crossed the line, and we are going to make him pay. His goons respond with a chorus of affirmation, eager to take on the corrupt detective and his crew. GGS knows he can count on them to watch his back and help him rescue his family member. After calling 8 to 9 crew to assemble for the mission, GGS's mind wandered back to Luna. He thought about their past, their romance as teens, and the complicated feelings he still had for her. As he sat in his 2025 Benz, GGS couldn't shake off the image of Luna's nervous expression when he pulled over earlier. He wondered what she was thinking. GGS's thoughts were interrupted by his phone buzzing with incoming calls, confirming their arrival at the rendezvous point later. He took a deep breath, focusing on the mission ahead. But Luna's face lingered in his mind, a reminder of the personal stakes in this mission. What secrets was she hiding, and how would they affect the outcome? GGS heads back to his hotel room, preparing for the morning's mission. As he settles in, his phone rings with calls from his 7 brothers, all of whom are on their way to the Double Cross City from Chicago, which is also known as Chirac. They are ready to ride with him and bring their own weapons to the fight. GGS's brothers, all seasoned veterans of the streets, are eager to help their brother take down Detective James and rescue their family member. They are unaware that GGS has already assembled a crew 8 to 9 for the mission. As GGS talks to his brothers, he is torn between telling them about the crew he has already gathered and letting them think they are the only ones coming to help. He decides to keep the information to himself for now, not wanting to diminish their enthusiasm or make them feel unnecessary. GGS, we got your back, brother, his brother Vic says over the phone. We will be there in a few hours. You just get ready to roll out. GGS nods to himself, feeling a sense of gratitude and loyalty towards his brothers. He knows they will have his back, no matter what. Hustling on the streets of the Double Cross City. GGS, Vic, Marcus, Jamal, Tyrone, Malik, Carlos, Juan, and Antonio are all siblings, ranging in age from 8 to 16. They live in a tough neighborhood where poverty and crime are rampant. But despite the hardships, their parents have instilled in them a strong sense of family and loyalty. The brothers start small, hustling on the streets, selling candy, and collecting cans for recycling. But as they get older,
Bloated? It may be menopause belly.
Welcome to menopause. Slower metabolism is part of the shape, but it's not because of hormonal changes in estrogen. It's actually because their microbiome during menopause changes dramatically. The microbiome is responsible for making much of the hormones that drive our energy production.
A lot of people are surprised that most of our weight loss or gain is actually controlled by the bugs that live in our gut. And we now know from both animal studies and human studies that there are lean bacteria and there are obesogenic bacteria. one of the tricks is to give lean bacteria what they want to eat.
Avocados are really one of the best foods that you can eat. They're almost pure fat and fiber, and it's fiber that your gut buddies love. Tomatoes. Yeah, remember, tomatoes are not a vegetable. They are a fruit. And the scary thing about tomatoes is that the peel and the seeds have lectins. In fact, fairly nasty lectins. So if you have issues with joint pain, arthritis, this is not your friend.
A corrupt cop with a penchant for extortion begins to take notice of the brothers' activities. The brothers' world is turned upside down when their parents pass away, leaving them to fend for themselves.
Nothing they can do to stop it. So there's this new super powerful monocular, and it's got the zooming power of a military-grade sniper scope. It's already banned from Home Depot, Amazon, Walmart, all those big box stores for being too powerful. And now the company behind it is cutting out the middleman, selling over 1.5 million units in the last month. Zoom Lens unique is that it can be attached to your smartphone camera to make movie quality pictures and video footage. Now, this thing is been featured on Fox. Access to something so powerful, something for recon missions in the toughest environments. And now it's been adapted for us regular folks. It's called the Starscope Monocular, and it's wild. Originally developed for the U.S. Special Forces, this compact zoom lens lets you zoom in on stuff miles already. Like expect to magnify third, stick it on your phone, and you're shooting movie quality footage. It's tough as nails too. Waterproof, freeze-proof, and can handle the desert heat. And man, the uses are endless. Whether you're hiking, stargazing, hitting up a concert, or even playing spy, things got you covered. Since hitting TV, they've sold 2 million units in 30 days. Get this. The company behind Starscope is doing some market research and giving away their zoom lens to first-time buyers for 50% off in the U.S. Yeah, you heard that right. You can get it at half price today. Thousands have already jumped on this promo and off. But remember, this is a limited time deal and stock runs out fast. Last time they sold out in under 3 hours. So why risk paying full price tomorrow when you can get it for 50% today? Check it out ASAP. Click the button below or scan the QR code to grab yours at half price.
Scammers hate this trick. Weapon. Billions already use it to protect themselves. Called Safeguard. It's through anti-scam technology. This credit card-sized device creates an invisible shield in your wallet. This blocks RFID scanners, the silent, high-tech tools scammers use to steal your card info in seconds without you ever noticing. Each year, over 15 million people fall victim to identity theft, costing them billions in stolen funds and damage to their credit. Picture this. You're in a crowded cafe, waiting for coffee. A stranger brushes past, just a second of contact. Before you even take a sip, your card info is gone. Your money gone. No alert, no warning. And when you check your balance, that sickening feeling hits. Everything you worked for, drained in seconds. Dealing with fraud is a nightmare. Canceling cards, freezing accounts, waiting on hold with the bank for hours, all because of a scammer you never even saw coming. Scary? Absolutely. The good news is that Safeguard stops this cold. All you have to do is slip it into your wallet, and you're instantly protected. No more worrying about fraud. Scammers will get nothing. No info. No access, no chance. And here's where it's crazy. Bank hate Safeguard. Why? Because it cuts into their profits. They make billions from fraud protection plans, replacement cards, and premium services. But with Safeguard, you don't need any of that. It stops fraud before it happens, and they don't want you to know that. Safeguard was originally built for military-grade security. Now, it's available to everyone, but only from the official website. You won't find it in stores like Walmart or Amazon. And here's the kicker. Safeguard is now 50% off right now. No middlemen, no markups, just unbeatable protection at a price you can't ignore. Don't wait. Scammers don't give second chances. Click now to grab Safeguard at 50% off before it's gone for good. Stock is already running low, and once they're gone for good. Protect your money and your identity while you still can.
Their sister, Nikki, is the only sibling who stays in the city, while the brothers hustle on the streets. She works as a dancer at the Strip Rendezvous, a popular club in the city. One fateful night, Nikki finishes her shift and heads home, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows. Detective James, who has been watching her for some time, snatches her off the street, dragging her into his car. The brothers are oblivious to Nikki's disappearance, too caught up in their own hustle. But when they realize she is missing, they launch a desperate search, scouring the city for any sign of their sister. Grand, determined to find Nikki, reaches out to his contacts, but every lead ends in a dead end. It's as if Nikki vanished into thin air. The brothers are frantic, their bond tested like never before. They know they must find Nikki before it is too late. The brothers are scattered across different states, making their search for Nikki even more challenging. GGS, the eldest, lives in New Jersey, while his brothers are based in Chicago. They have been keeping in touch through regular phone calls and messages, but the distance makes it harder for them to coordinate their search efforts. Vic, Marcus, Jamal, Tyrone, Malik, Carlos, Juan, and Antonio are all in Chicago trying to gather information and resources to help find Nikki. They are reaching out to their contacts in the city, trying to see if anyone has seen or heard from their sister. GGS, meanwhile, is working his connections in New Jersey, trying to see if Nikki might have reached out to anyone he knows. He is also keeping an eye on Detective James's movements, trying to anticipate his next step. Despite the distance, the brothers are working together, sharing information and strategies to bring Nikki home. They are determined to leave no stone unturned, to follow every lead, no matter how small. As they continue their search, they receive a cryptic message from an unknown number. Look closer to home. The night wears off, and the early morning hours arrive. GGS's brothers pull up to the hotel parking lot around 5:36 a.m., their vehicles a convoy of sleek rides, each one bearing the scars of Chicago's tough streets. GGS steps out of the hotel lobby, his eyes scanning the parking lot as his brothers emerge from their vehicles. They are all dressed in black, their faces set with determination. Vic, the eldest of GGS's brothers, approaches him first. "What's the plan, bro?" he asks, his voice low and serious. GGS nods towards the hotel entrance. "Let's get the crew together. We have got a lot to discuss." As they enter the hotel lobby, GGS's phone rings from an unknown number. GGS's phone rings again, and he answers to hear the voices of his two male cousins from Atlanta. They are cousins he is close with, and he knows they are always ready to ride with him. "Yo, cousin, we just got off the highway," one of them says. "Vic called us 2 days ago, told us to bring our gear. We are ready to roll out with you." GGS nods to himself, feeling a sense of gratitude towards his cousins for coming through. He knows they have got his back, no matter what. "Appreciate you boys coming up," GGS says. "We have got a situation with Detective James. He has kidnapped my sister, and we need to find her, my G." His cousins grunt in unison, their anger and determination palpable, even over the phone. "We are on it because, where do we meet up?" GGS gives them the location of the hotel, and they agree to meet up in 20 minutes. GGS suggests meeting up at the Sugar Bowl, a local diner, to discuss the mission details before gathering with the crew. "Let's meet up at the Sugar Bowl because," GGS says to his cousins, "we can grab a booth in the back and go over the plan before we meet up with everyone else." His cousins agree, and they make plans to meet at the Sugar Bowl in 20 minutes. GGS hangs up the phone and heads out to meet his cousins, his mind focused on the mission ahead. As he arrives at the Sugar Bowl, GGS sees his cousins already seated in a booth in the back. They nod at him as he approaches, and GGS slides in across from them. "All right, cousin, let us get down to business," Vic says, his voice low and serious. "What is the plan to take down Detective James and get our family member back?" GGS leans in, his eyes locked on his cousins. Sugar Bowl Diner, filled with the warm aroma of breakfast food, and the 10 family members gathered around the large table, enjoying a hearty breakfast together before their mission. GGS and his brothers Vic, Marcus, Jamal, Tyrone, Malik, Carlos, Juan, and Antonio are all chatting and laughing together, their bond and camaraderie evident. The table is filled with plates of pancakes, eggs, bacon, and sausage, and the family members are engaged in lively conversation. As they eat, GGS takes a moment to look around the table, feeling grateful for his family's support and loyalty. He knows that together, they can overcome any obstacle and achieve their mission. The waitress, a friendly woman with a warm smile, refills their coffee cups and asks if they need anything else. GGS's brothers all nod in appreciation, and the family continues their breakfast, savoring the moment before their mission begins. The atmosphere is filled with anticipation and determination. GGS's family is ready to take on whatever challenges lie ahead, united in their quest for justice and loyalty. GGS and his family members continue their conversation, but they are not speaking plainly. Instead, they are using a coded language that only they can understand, a language they have developed over the years since they were kids. They are speaking in a way that sounds like normal conversation, but the words and phrases have hidden meanings. It is a clever way to communicate without arousing suspicion or revealing their plans to anyone who might be listening. For example, GGS might say something like, "I am feeling hungry for some pancakes," but what he really means is, "I am ready to move forward with the plan." His brothers and cousins would understand the coded message and respond accordingly. As they continue their coded conversation, the waitress refills their coffee cups, oblivious to the hidden meanings behind their words. GGS and his family members exchange nods and smiles, their plan unfolding like a secret handshake. After finishing their breakfast, GGS and his family members pile into their cousin's van, ready to head to the 8-9 Towers, a cooperative building owned by one of GGS's brothers. As they drive, GGS's phone rings, and he answers, listening intently to the voice on the other end. His expression turns serious, and he nods to himself. "All right, got it," GGS says into the phone. "We're on our way." He hangs up and turns to his family members. "The crew is ready. They are assembled and waiting for us. Let's move out." The van's occupants exchange nods and determined looks. They are ready to put their plan into action and take down Detective James. GGS's brother Vic speaks loud up from the front seat. It is lit. The van cruises through the city streets, GGS and his family members riding in silence, each lost in their own thoughts as they head to meet the crew. The GPS guides them through the winding roads, the van's tires humming on the pavement. GGS's brothers and cousins are spread out across the seats, some gazing out the windows, others checking their phones or adjusting their gear. GGS sits in the front passenger seat, his eyes fixed on the road ahead, his mind rehearsing the plan. He knows the crew is waiting for them, and he is confident in their ability to get the job done. As they approach the meeting point, GGS can feel the tension building. His family members sense it too, their bodies subtly shifting in anticipation. The van turns a corner, and GGS sees the crew assembled in the distance. His heart rate quickens, and he gives a nod to his brothers and cousins. "It's time," he says, his voice low and even. The van turns onto MacWest Lane, and GGS can see the warehouse looming in the distance. It is a large, nondescript building with metal walls and a corrugated roof. The entrance is a large metal door with a smaller door to the side, both covered in graffiti. GGS's heart rate quickens as he surveys the area. He can see his crew assembled outside the warehouse, their faces set with determination. There are over 100 of them, all armed and ready for battle. The van pulls up to the warehouse, and GGS's brothers and cousins pile out, joining the crew. GGS steps out last, his eyes scanning the area for any signs of unfamiliar faces. The crew falls silent, waiting for GGS's signal. He takes a deep breath, his mind focused on the mission ahead. "Let's do this," GGS says, his voice low and even. The crew nods, and they move towards the warehouse entrance, ready to take on whatever lies within. GGS steps into the warehouse, his eyes adjusting to the dim lighting. The air is thick with the smell of grease and metal. He sees rows of machinery and crates of ammunition stacked up, casting long shadows across the floor. The next night, Grant's crew, consisting of his 7 brothers and 2 cousins, gather around him as he shares the new intel. The old lady on the avenue, a regular nurse player at the local bakery, had tipped them off about another location owned by Detective James. The location, a nondescript building with a bakery on the top floor, seems innocent enough. But Grant's crew knows better. They have been told that the basement is where Detective James stores his illicit goods. Without hesitation, Grant's crew moves in, their faces set with determination. They enter the bakery, avoiding the prying eyes of the patrons, and make their way to the basement door. Vic, Grant's brother, picks the lock, and they slip inside. The basement is dimly lit, with rows of crates and boxes stacked haphazardly. Grant's crew moves swiftly, searching for any sign of Detective James's operation. Suddenly, Carlos, another brother, whispers, "Guys, I found something." He holds up a small key card attached to a leather strap. Grant's eyes narrow. That looks like a police badge holder. This must be Detective James's stash. The crew begins to search the crates, finding stacks of jewelry, cash, guns, and drugs he stole in the tri-state for a long time. They realize that Detective James has been using 10 locations to store his illicit goods, and that they have stumbled upon a major part of his operation once again. Detective James sat at his desk, his eyes fixed on the phone in front of him. His mind was racing with thoughts of his stash spots being robbed, one by one. He had received a call from one of his informants, telling him that the latest location had been hit. Detective James's face turned red with rage as he slammed his fist on the desk. He couldn't believe that someone was daring to challenge his authority, to steal from him. He thought he had covered his tracks, that no one knew about his secret operations. But now, it seemed that someone had discovered his empire and was systematically dismantling it. Detective James's mind was consumed by thoughts of revenge and retaliation. He would stop at nothing to find out who was behind these robberies and make them pay. As he sat at his desk, Detective James's eyes began to glaze over, his grip on reality tenuous at best. He was losing his mind, consumed by paranoia and anger. His colleagues began to notice a change in him, but he pushed them away, too far gone to listen to reason. The detective's descent into madness had begun, fueled by his own corruption and greed. But little did he know, his worst nightmare was just around the corner, waiting to strike. Detective James's eyes narrow as he paces around his office, his mind racing with suspicion. He is convinced that the person behind the robberies is someone within his own organization. He thinks back to all the people he has worked with, trying to remember anyone who might have a grudge against him or be clever enough to pull off such a sophisticated heist. His eyes land on a few individuals who have access to his operation's inner workings. There is his right-hand man, Sergeant Thompson, who has been with him since the beginning. Thompson has always been loyal, but Detective James wonders if he might be getting greedy. Then there is the new recruit, Officer Rodriguez, who has been asking too many questions lately. Detective James thinks Rodriguez might be trying to gather intel for a rival organization or even the police department's internal affairs. As he continues to ponder, Detective James's phone rings. It is an unknown number, but he answers anyway. Detective James, a low, gravelly voice says, "You're looking for someone, but you are looking in the wrong place." Detective James's grip on the phone tightens. "Who is this?" The voice chuckles. "Someone who knows your secrets, and I am your worst nightmare." Detective James hung up the phone, angry. Detective James's corruption runs deep, and his crimes are far-reaching. He is not only stealing from his own organization, but he is also exploiting vulnerable women, using them for prostitution and personal gain. Along with his colleagues, Detective James has been drugging women and using them for his own twisted desires. He has also been forcing them into prostitution, collecting profits from their exploitation. But that is not all. Detective James has also been using these women to steal expensive clothing and jewelry from his rivals. He has been collecting intelligence on his enemies, using the women to gather information and gain an upper hand. The detective's web of deceit is complex, and his crimes are numerous. He has corrupted his colleagues, exploited vulnerable women, and stolen from his own organization. His downfall is imminent, but he remains oblivious to the danger lurking in the shadows. As Detective James continues to manipulate and exploit those around him, he receives a mysterious message. You are running out of time, detective. Your empire is crumbling. The detective's eyes narrow, his mind racing with paranoia. Who is behind this message, and what do they want? He knows he must act fast to protect his empire, but he is not sure where to turn. Detective James pours himself a cup of coffee, his hands shaking slightly as he tries to calm his nerves. He has been trying to reach his captains, the leaders of his goon squad, but none of them are answering their phones. He is starting to feel a sense of unease, wondering if something has gone wrong. But he pushes the thought aside, telling himself that they are probably just busy or ignoring his calls on purpose. As he takes a sip of his coffee, he glances around the police station, making sure no one is watching him. He then gets up and heads to the evidence room, also known as the property room. Once inside, he quickly scans the shelves, looking for a specific evidence box. He finds it and opens it, revealing a gun that he had used to kill one of his partners who was about to rat him out. Detective James's eyes dart around the room, making sure he is still alone. He then carefully places the gun in his pocket, planning to dispose of it later. As he turns to leave, he hears a noise behind him. He spins around, his heart racing, but there is no one there. He tells himself it is just his imagination playing tricks on him. But little does he know, Grand and his crew are closing in on him, and his world is about to come crashing down. Detective James's empire is vast and lucrative, with 10 stash spots scattered throughout the city. But one location stands out above the rest, a massive warehouse filled with over $80 million worth of merchandise and product. The warehouse is a treasure trove of illicit goods, with crates and barrels stacked high with weed, thousands of pounds of high-grade marijuana, worth millions on the street. Coke, hundreds of kilograms of pure cocaine, cut and ready for distribution. Heroin, dozens of bricks of raw heroin, waiting to be packaged and sold. Guns, crates of firearms, from handguns to assault rifles, all fully loaded and ready for use. Detective James's stash spot is a one-stop shop for all his criminal endeavors. He has been using this location to supply his goons, bribe officials, and fund his lavish lifestyle. But with Grand and his crew closing in, Detective James's empire is on the brink of collapse. His stash spot is about to be compromised, and his entire operation will be exposed. The magnitude of Detective James's illicit empire is staggering. 2 of his stash spots contain 15 duffel bags filled with cash, which have not been counted yet. Doing the math, assuming each duffel bag contains at least $1 million, that's a total of $15 million per spot, making it $30 million in uncounted cash. But that's not all. 4 of his stash spots contain exotic European cars, including Maybachs, worth a staggering $30 million. These luxury vehicles are likely used for personal enjoyment, bribes, or as status symbols to intimidate and impress. The total value of Detective James's empire is now estimated to be $80 million in merchandise and product, weed, coke, heroin, guns, $30 million in uncounted cash, $30 million in exotic European cars. Total, $140 million. Grand and his crew are getting closer to dismantling Detective James's empire, but the detective will stop at nothing to protect his interests. Detective James's last 3 stash spots, the final remnants of his illicit empire, are revealed to be nothing but glass and pill labs. These labs are responsible for producing the detective's own brand of narcotics, flooding the streets with addictive substances. Grand and his crew, determined to bring Detective James's empire to its knees, set fire to the labs. The flames engulf the structures, consuming the evidence of the detective's crimes. The sound of shattering glass and the acrid smell of burning chemicals fill the air as the labs are reduced to smoldering ruins. Detective James's operation is now in ashes, his grip on the city's underworld broken. Grand and his crew watch from a safe distance, their faces set with satisfaction. They have dismantled Detective James's empire, piece by piece, and brought him to his knees. But as they turn to leave, they are met with the sound of sirens in the distance. The police are closing in, responding to the fire. Grand's crew knows they must disappear into the night, their mission accomplished. As they fade into the shadows, Detective James emerges from the darkness, his eyes blazing with fury and humiliation. He knows his empire is gone, and he has been outsmarted by Grand and his crew. Luna, the informant, is busy getting the women ready for the strip, styling their wigs and making sure they look their best for the night's events. She is chatting with them, trying to keep their spirits high, when her phone rings. She answers, and Detective James's voice is on the other end, yelling and cursing. Luna's eyes widen as she listens to his tirade. "Do you know who the fuck is doing this to me?" Detective James screams. "My empire is crumbling, my stash spots are being robbed, and my goons are disappearing. Who is behind this?" Luna tries to remain calm, but her heart is racing. She knows that Detective James is on the verge of a breakdown, and she needs to tread carefully. "I do not know, Detective," Luna replies, trying to sound innocent, "but I will do my best to find out. Maybe it is one of your rivals or a disgruntled employee." Detective James's anger seems to escalate, and Luna can almost feel his rage through the phone. "Find out who it is, Luna. I do not care what it takes. I want them dead." The line goes dead, and Luna is left staring at her phone, her mind racing with the implications. She knows she needs to be careful, that Detective James is capable of anything, but she also knows that she has a role to play in bringing him down. Luna bursts out laughing amongst the girls, but they are confused, not knowing what is so funny. However, Luna's laughter is rooted in her knowledge of Detective James's downfall and her own sinister plans. As a selfish and cunning street-smart individual, Luna only thinks about herself and her own interests. She is aware of Nikki's location and is plotting to use this information to her advantage. Luna's eyes gleam with malice as she contemplates calling Grand, offering to reveal Nikki's whereabouts in exchange for a share of the stolen money. She knows Grand will do anything to rescue his sister, and she is willing to exploit this desperation for her own gain. Moreover, Luna plans to use this opportunity to set Grand and Detective James against each other, ensuring her own escape from the city's drama. She will play both sides, fueling their rivalry and watching from the shadows as they destroy each other. With a sly smile, Luna pulls out her phone and starts dialing Grand's number. The game is about to get even more treacherous, and Luna is ready to play her cards. Grand navigates the familiar streets of his hometown, the 8 to 9 Towers, where his family built their fortune. He is returning to the city after a tumultuous divorce, seeking solace and refuge among the streets he once dominated. As he drives, whispers of his return spread like wildfire. Some old friends and allies cannot wait to reunite with Grand, eager to reminisce and potentially collaborate. However, his enemies also take notice, their animosity and resentment simmering just below the surface. Grand's phone rings, interrupting his thoughts. He glances at the caller ID, and his expression turns cautious. The name Her appears on the screen. Luna, the informant. Grand's instincts tell him to avoid her call, knowing she might be trying to gather information or lure him into a trap. He ignores the call, letting it go to voicemail. Grand's focus remains on his return to the city, reconnecting with old allies, and potentially forging new paths. He is unaware of Luna's true intentions or the chaos that might ensue from her actions. Grand's phone rings again, and he sees Luna's name on the caller identification for the fourth time. He sighs, knowing he cannot avoid her forever. He's as sweet and seductive on the other end. Grand, baby, I have been trying to reach you for a while. What's going on? You avoiding me? Grand's response is cautious. Just busy, Luna. What's up? Luna's tone turns serious. I need to talk to you about something important. It is about your sister, Nikki. Grand's grip on the phone tightens. What about Nikki? Luna's voice is laced with intrigue. Let's just say I know where she is. And I am willing to tell you, for a price. Grand's mind races with possibilities. What does Luna want in exchange for Nikki's location? And can he trust her? Grand sits in his brand new sleek black 2025 Benz, parked in front of the 8 to 9 Towers, his family's old stomping ground. He is engrossed in a conversation with Luna on his phone, trying to negotiate. Meanwhile, his family and crew wait patiently outside, eyeing the luxurious vehicle with a mix of admiration and curiosity. Vic, Marcus, Jamal, Tyrone, Malik, Carlos, Juan, Antonio, and Grand's 2 cousins from Atlanta all gather around, marveling at the car's sleek design and advanced features. The dark tint on Grand's Benz provides the perfect cover, making it impossible for his crew to see him inside the vehicle. They are unaware that he is still on the phone with Luna, negotiating the terms of her revelation. Vic taps on the window again, but Grand does not respond, too engrossed in his conversation. Vic shrugs and turns back to the others. I guess he's just chilling for a minute. The crew continues to admire the Benz, taking photos and discussing its features. Meanwhile, Grand remains on the phone, his conversation with Luna reaching a critical point. Luna's voice is firm. Listen, Grand, I will tell you where Nikki is, but you have to meet me halfway. Grand's eyes narrow, weighing his options. He knows he cannot trust Luna, but he is desperate to find his sister. Luna's voice takes on a sharp tone. I know it was you all that robbed and destroyed Detective James's spots. Grand's eyes widen, surprised by Luna's accusation. He remains silent, unsure how to respond. Luna continues, do not play dumb, Grand. I know you and your crew have been taking down Detective James's operation, piece by piece. And I am willing to use that information to my advantage. Grand's mind races, trying to process Luna's words. He knows she is a cunning informant, always looking for ways to manipulate situations. But he is not sure what she wants in exchange for her silence. Luna's voice takes on a sly tone. So here is the deal. I will keep your little secret, Grand. But you need to meet my price. I want $2 million, and I want it now. Grand's eyes narrow, weighing his options. He knows he cannot trust Luna, but he is not sure if he can afford to cross her either. Grand tries to play dumb, responding with a casual, say word, as if he is unaware of the situation. However, Luna is not having it. She fires back, her tone firm and assertive. Do not mess with me, Grand. I know for a fact it was you all. My best friend is Lisa, and her boyfriend Jimmy did a robbery and brought her a fur and a car. He told her what he did, and she told me everything, detail by detail. Grand's silence is deafening. He's been exposed, and he knows it. Luna's words are like a punch to the gut, leaving him breathless and unable to respond. The truth is out, and Grand's crew's involvement in the robberies is no longer a secret. Luna's revelation hangs in the air like a challenge, daring Grand to deny or confirm the allegations. But Grand remains silent, his mind racing with the implications of Luna's words. He knows that his crew's actions have consequences, and he is not sure how to mitigate the damage. Grand's response to Luna is brief and to the point. Meet me at the square tonight at 10 o'clock so we can talk. He hangs up, his mind already racing with thoughts of how to handle the situation. As he sits in the Benz, lost in thought, Vic knocks on the sunroof, breaking the silence. Yo, brother, what the hell is taking you so long to come out the vehicle? We got to celebrate. Grand's expression turns serious, and he responds, Not yet, Vic. We have a problem in the crew. We need to go upstairs and talk. Ask Rich to find out which one of the fella's girlfriend's name is Lisa. as soon as possible. Vic's expression changes from celebratory to concerned, sensing that something is off. "What is going on, cousin?" he asks, but Grand just shakes his head and exits the vehicle. As Grand walks away, Vic turns to brothers and cousins whispering, "Something is up." Grand has got a problem, and it has got something to do with some person named Lisa. Stay dangerous. The crew exchanges worried glances, knowing that Grand's troubles could soon become their own. The crew gathers in the living room, their faces tense with anticipation. Antonio, the trigger-happy brother with no remorse, speaks up first. "Yo, what is good, cousin?" Antonio asks, his voice low and menacing. "You said we got a problem. What's poppin'?" Grand takes a deep breath, surveying the room before responding. "Luna just called me. She knows about the robberies, and she is threatening to expose us." The room falls silent, with only the sound of heavy breathing filling the air. Antonio's expression turns cold, his eyes narrowing into slits. "What's Luna want?" he asks, his voice dripping with malice. Grand hesitates before responding. "She wants $2 million, and she is willing to keep quiet about the robberies." Antonio snorts, his face twisting in disgust. "Luna thinks she can blackmail us? She must be out of her mind." The room erupts, but Grand remains calm, his eyes fixed on Antonio. "We need to handle this situation carefully," because Grand says, his voice low and even. "Luna's not someone to be underestimated." Vic's voice echoes through the room. "How the heck did this snitching rat-eating cheese person find out what happened?" Grand's response is calm and collected. "Somebody in Rich's crew. His girlfriend's name is Lisa, and he brought her a fur and a car." The room falls silent for a moment, before Antonio's voice cuts through the air. "We gotta get rid of them as soon as possible." The others nod in agreement, their faces set with determination. Jamal, Malik, Marcus, Tyrone, Carlos, and Juan all concur, their voices a chorus of affirmation. The atmosphere in the room shifts, the tension palpable, as the crew prepares to take drastic action. Grand's expression remains stoic, his eyes fixed on the task at hand. The crew's decision is made, and they are ready to execute. But will they be able to eliminate the threat before it is too late? As they begin to make plans, Vic speaks up. "We need to move quickly, cousin. We do not know what Lisa has told Luna, or what Luna is planning to do with that information." The room falls silent again, the weight of Vic's words hanging in the air. Juan and Malik ask in unison, "Why does Luna want $2 million?" Grand's expression turns serious, and he replies, "She knows where Nikki is located, and being that she knows what we did, she wants to make a deal." The room falls silent, with the crew exchanging worried glances. Grand's eyes narrow, his mind racing with thoughts of Luna's betrayal. Great, who's been quietly observing the conversation, thinks to himself, Luna lied to him, saying she did not have anything to do with Nikki's disappearance. The family eyes lock onto each other, and they can see the anger and hurt simmering beneath the surface. Grand's trust in Luna has been shattered, and he is now faced with the harsh reality of her betrayal. The air is thick with tension as the crew waits for Grand's next move. Will he confront Luna about her lies, or will he take a more calculated approach? Their two cousins from Atlanta break their silence, their voice low and menacing with that country slang. "We need to take care of Luna, because she's a liability." Malik asks Jamal, "Pass me that raw paper. I need to light up some of this good free weed." The room erupts in laughter, with everyone cracking up at Malik's request. Even Great, who has been serious and focused on the situation, cannot help but chuckle. Jamal hands Malik the rolling paper, and he starts to roll 2 spliffs. The sound of laughter and the smell of weed fill the room, providing a brief moment of levity amidst the tension. As Malik lights up the raw papers, he takes a hit and exhales, saying, "Ah, that is the good stuff." The others nod in agreement, and the room is filled with the sound of laughter and relaxation. For a moment, they forget about Luna's betrayal, the threat to their operation, and the danger that lurks outside. They are just family, enjoying each other's company and the simple pleasures in life. But as the blunt gets passed around, Vic's phone rings again, breaking the spell. "Hold up, y'all," he says, answering the call. Rich's voice comes through the phone, his tone serious and somber. "Yo, Vic, I just got word that Jimmy and Lisa were just killed at the mall parking lot. It was a hit, no doubt about it." The room falls silent, with the crew exchanging shocked glances. Vic's eyes widen as he asks, "What happened?" Rich continues, "They were coming out of the mall, shopping bags in hand, when they were ambushed. Swiss cheesed up, bullet holes everywhere. Heavy ammunition involved. It was a professional hit, no question." The crew's faces turn grim, their minds racing with the implications. Grand's eyes narrow, his jaw clenched in anger. "This is a message," Grand growls. "Someone is trying to tell us something, and I feel it is Detective James." Grand glances at his Rolex, noting the time is 9:30 p.m. He has to meet Luna soon. Jamal yells out, "Well, we do not have to worry about that Jimmy and Lisa problem no more." Malik chimes in, laughing. "They are done like steak on the grill. Both of them talked too much. We needed to take care of that." The room erupts in laughter, but Great's expression remains serious. Vic says, "We still need to deal with that rat bitch Luna," he says, his voice loud and even. Malik nods in agreement. "Yeah, she has been playing both sides against each other." Great continues, "I am supposed to meet her at 10 o'clock to settle the deal and find out where Nikki is, but I'm not sure if I can trust her." Jamal's expression turns skeptical. "Do you trust that bitch? Great. This could be a setup. You heard what happened to Jimmy's stupid ass." The room falls silent, with the crew exchanging worried glances. Great's eyes narrow, his mind racing with the possibilities. Great's eyes lock onto Jamal's, and he responds with a firm tone, "Stay smart and dangerous, little brother." That is how we were raised. The room falls silent, with the crew nodding in agreement. Great's words are a reminder of their upbringing, of the code they live by. Stay smart, stay dangerous, and always watch each other's backs. Jamal's expression turns determined, his eyes gleaming with a fierce intensity. He nods at Great, a silent understanding passing between them. Vic speaks up, his voice low and even. "Hey, cousin, we got your back. You go handle Luna, and we will keep it locked down here." The crew nods in agreement, their faces set with a fierce resolve. Great's eyes narrow, his mind focused on the task ahead. He takes a deep breath, his voice firm. "Let's do this." Malik speaks up, his voice firm. "Forget that, we are going with you. We are going to follow in back of you, watching your back." Their two cousins from Atlanta nod in agreement. "Yeah, cousin, we got your back." We cannot trust nobody, and we have got to find out what is going on with Luna and Nikki. The room falls silent, with the crew looking at each other in surprise. Grand's expression turns thoughtful, considering their offer. Vic speaks up. "You know what? Because that is not a bad idea. We should roll deep, just in case. Luna might be trying to set us up." The others nod in agreement, and Grand makes a decision. "All right, let's do it. We will roll together, but stay sharp. We do not know what we are walking into." The crew nods, and the room erupts in a chorus of, "Let's ride," and "Time to get Nikki back."
Yo, what it do, brother?
Hey, what's good? What's good, man?
What's going
Yeah,
on,
man.
King? What you up to, man?
Shit,
What you been up to, man?
cooking up. That's it, man. Music,
You know
making
how we
beats
do,
and putting
man.
them up.
You know how we do, man. Word
That's
up,
it,
son.
man.
We
That's all I
always
do.
did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Word
that's
up.
all I do. That's all I focus on, man. That's it. That's all I do.
That's how you
Put
been,
out.
man.
I've been good, man. Just working and cooking. That's it, man.
Shit, same thing over here,
Right.
brother. Creating every day, you know what I'm saying? But yo,
Yeah, man. It's like
right now I'm playing my this book that I wrote in 2007, you know, I got a chance now to do it differently. You get what I'm saying? I finally finished it after doing all these different things throughout the years. You feel me? But things is falling into place right now. You know what I'm saying? But after this joint is played, I got people watching. I went down. I'm gonna rock out with some beats. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
So we have a little commercial joint real quick. You know what I'm saying? They can wait for the show because I know they won't mind hearing something.
I've been doing the silent instrumental movies, man. You know, that's what I've been doing, like just putting those out, and they starting to get some traction. Yeah, we gotta collab or something, man.
Yeah, man, we gotta do something, man.
I gotta send you a loop, email you like a wave loop, a wave file or something, or some stems or something.
Let's hit this joint real quick.
Okay. Yo, I like
fucking around, man. Fucking around, man.
That joint got it got a Caribbean vibe to it too. Like underneath it, I could feel that it's underneath it. There's a Caribbean vibe. Like that shit could.
Yo, bro,
I would put
bro, you know how we
on
do,
the hook.
man.
I'll put a Jamaican on the hook. I would have to, and everything else will fall around that.
Dope.
Yeah,
that's a
what I
good
would
idea
do,
right there. It's most definitely a good idea. Word up, man.
And then,
like I was saying, I know you cooking up some things as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I got
this
something.
Channel,
yeah,
on this channel, bro, we doing it like this. It's New Year. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be inviting more producers on the show. You feel me? So that brothers can collaborate. You know, and then we have artists on the side who's going to be watching the channel. You know, if they want to build with us, anything like that. They can get our information, you know, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. Yo, my people, this is my brother, Tony Anthems, my people. This has been my brother since kindergarten, since 5 years old, y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers can't say that. You know what I mean? This is my brother since 5 years old. And we always been involved with the music since we was kids. You know what I mean? Shout out to all our brothers that went to Nathan House, Cecil H. Parker. You feel me? Word up. Word up, man. We was out there playing those instruments when we was younger, but we still doing what we do. You feel me? Word.
Yeah,
a lot of brothers passed on, you know, a lot of brothers went on with their life, but it's just something that's in us with this music. You feel me? It's like something that we're gonna do this till we die. You feel me?
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's a trade. It's a craft. A carpenter is always going to have his tools, you know, and he's always going to put in the work because that's just what you do. If someone's doing it just for the money, you know, they may not have the longevity. They might get the money, but they won't have the longevity, or they would give up before they get to the point of success. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about consistency and creating your own audience.
That's right.
People that really rock with you. And like I said, with the YouTube thing is the algorithm will show you where your beats are going, who's listening, what countries and stuff like that. So you can.
That's right.
So what I do is I'll look and I'll do an analysis and I'll say, okay, these particular sounds. If I do joints with guitars, those joints go in Pakistan, India, in those regions. They go crazy over them over there. And then, you know, like if I do something jazzy and piano, then I get Brazil and the Philippines. Real crazy. So, you know, you can let the algorithm let you be a guide to how you want to put your music out and the strategy of that. And then you also see consistency. Now, if you have your publishing and everything together, then you're getting double monetization.
Exactly.
So you get it from, you know, from your distribution DSP, and then you get it through the BMI, whatever you choose. But the thing about that is That's real good. It lets you know, like, okay, Australia, for instance, for the last year, for some reason, there's a club that be rocking my beats every time. Because you know they got clubs that turn into sheets and stuff like that. You know that license the music, so you get a little piece of that action, bro. And that's dope. Because you like, damn it, I'm trying to see what's popping in Australia. It's like, so what I want to do is I'm trying to do some target marketing in that area. And you never know, you might be able to do road out there. You know, like the thing is too overseas. What I'm noticing, if you're a DJ or a producer and you know how to use turntables, you can, you know, do a mashup with your beats. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You could perform and get money like you're a rapper.
Word, yo, because like we have this one song that we have on SoundCloud called Time. We have 3.4 million streams right now. And you know, on there, they show you what countries are being played. Russia is rocking that joint like crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? People in Thailand is listening to the song. You know, these are places that we never thought would be listening to this song. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Word,
Like,
man.
Romania and stuff, like, you know, when they show monthly subscribers or your monthly listeners and stuff, you like Romania, like when I see they rocking with it real crazy. In Great Britain, these different areas and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good to see how the where the music is going and stuff like that. Like I said, the whole key to this thing is make sure you know get that publishing together.
That's right.
And then that way you can monetize your joint without having to have. You don't need a record deal to monetize your joint. You are the label. You just don't have the same marketing push. You know, if you're not a part of the big three or whatever the case is, as far as the network is and all that. But hey, man, you build your audience. If you could get 1,000 people rolling with you that's buying merch, you can live off that shit.
Well,
you can live off
talk. For instance, like we on this joint right now, the whole book, audio book is being played right now on Rumble. You get what I'm saying? To where that, you know, monetization is ASAP. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is right now I'm going through StreamYard, making a third party. This is all my material, pay promotion. That's what I be trying to tell brothers, man. It's not just about YouTube, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get on yeah, man.
Especially
you know
that did the same thing. Like you know, I go through as far as my audio wise, I go through you know, with the DSPs. You got like 30 plus platforms out there. And then, like I said, the video platforms, you know, the Rumble and Apple TV and just all these other different platforms where you can monetize your joints. But no, that's good though. The audiobook, that's genius how you did that, because you could put, once you got it like that with the sound, because I was listening to the story and it was very interesting just listening to it like that, because you can, you know what I'm saying? It kind of reminds me of and what that is, it reminds me of back in the days when you listen to the radio, but you listen to a movie on the radio.
Exactly. That's what I thought about when I started doing this. You get what I'm saying? Now, look, let's think about the era that we came from. I wish that we had this when we was younger, what we have today. You get what I'm saying? It's unbelievable right now to where we can reach out in a better way. You get what I'm saying? Like I'll be trying to show these young boys, you know, I see you guys making videos and then paying people. You get your crew together. Y'all do the production. Y'all do all the camera work. Y'all do your own music. You don't have to pay nobody no more. You can do it yourself.
Wow. Yeah, you do it yourself.
You could do it yourselves. We from the analog era. That's where we from. The analog era. You know that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Word up. I still love analog.
I still got some, bro. I still got analog.
Me too,
here. I got like a different, because I like the way I did my setups. I probably got 4 different setups. I got the you know, the daily driver, which is you know what I'm saying, with the 88 key keyboard from Toria. But you know, I got the little MPC 1000 setup, and then I got an MPC 4000 setup.
Okay.
I got the old digital. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And the 4000, I'm about to give that joint a facelift. Upgrades and repairs, and not repairs, but upgrades and stuff like that. Because I'm lucky, I got that for $800. But them joints going for like up to $4,000 on Reverb.com and shit. Them shit's up there.
Oh, word?
And I got an old school. I got a 1982 Tascam 4-track that's in mint condition. Paid $600 for that.
I love the Tascam. You got the gray one?
Yeah, I got the I think it's the 2. Hold on, let me lift up the veil on the joint. I got the
That's
the
my
246.
that's my shit.
The Tascam 246 joint.
That's my
Man.
shit right there.
And then I got this other little tape deck I bought that had like a speed control thing on there. And so you know what I'm saying? Like I'm into gear hunting and shit on like Reverb and shit like that. And finding shit for the low ski, especially when there's a recession or you know, when there's like, you know, a hard time going on and people be just letting shit go. That's why it's always good to have some money put away, man, because you never know when there's an opportunity when you could just cash out real quick.
Real talk, man. You know the era refund once again. We the type of dudes to save up. You know what I'm saying? You most definitely save up fast. If I want to get if I want to get this organ that I need, guess what, nigga? I'm gonna get in that joint. I'm getting that.
Man, I want a grand. That's what I'm saying, man. Like ultimately, I want to treat myself. I think for my 50th birthday, I'm gonna get a grand piano,
Yo, man,
for the living room.
You got, as long as you don't gotta bring it upstairs, you good.
Oh no, I'm not doing no. The second, the bedroom. No, that's just on the living room's on the first level.
Yeah,
I'm in a like the townhouse type joint. Like I'm not in a building.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I can't handle that no more, man. I can't do the building life no more. I did it in the Bronx. I had a little spot in the Bronx.
Yeah, I remember that. You told me that time I saw you.
Was it when I had to join the Bronx?
Yeah, that's when you moved out there to the X.
Exactly. Yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, right. So that I was thinking I was on the 3rd floor. I can't remember. But yeah, man, those days I can't do it no more, bro. You know what I mean? I like shit simple now.
Yeah, man.
I like simple.
Come on, we at that age right now. You get what I'm saying? My born day just passed. You feel me?
Oh man, happy belated. That's
the big 50. The big 50.
Oh, word?
You feel me?
Okay,
yes,
you beat me to it, man. I'll be 49 in September.
Come on, you remember, nigga? You know what I mean? You can bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can bring it back and all that. You know, but yo, my brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate you from pulling up real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm gonna contact you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know I mean? It's still the same thing. We rebuilding we. That's it.
Okay. Because I got 2. I had to use my second Instagram. I got all right, so I got to make sure I got you on that other one because I had an old ass Instagram that I just started using more because you know what I mean. I use I try to keep all the social medias the same name, same everything. So
that's why you got Linktree, right?
Nah, you know what? I need to get a Linktree, bro. I need to get that so I can have everything on the Instagram.
Man, so you have to be going all over the place. That's why I'll be trying to tell the young brothers as well. Sign up to Linktree. It's free. You have one link that connects to all of your profiles. You get what I'm saying? Linktree. LINKTREE. Linktree.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that as soon as we get off this joint.
And it'd be crazy because when you look at your analytics, you'll see that all of them came from a Linktree. Word.
Wow.
Word, son.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point. And I appreciate that gem right there, man. Those are the fine details that I gotta really get into because I've been cooking up so hard that I slowed down because I got 400 joints out there.
You slowing down for y'all?
No, because I gotta do the marketing. I gotta do the details.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I got the 400 joints. My goal is to get 1,000 out there. I need 1,000 joints out there. So that way, the rule of 1,000 is always going to get to 1,000,000.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? 1,000 times 1,000. If you got 1,000 video, you got 1,000 joints, 1,000 streams a piece is 1,000,000 streams. If you combine it, you know what I mean? You know, I'm trying to just see how that goes. But yeah, for sure. No, I appreciate the gem. But no. One thing I want to say before I go, what I was saying when I say slowing down, Well, what I'm learning is it's about workflow. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to do a
That's
thing
right.
where I do, I do a release Monday through Friday. I put out a joint every day, Monday through Friday. But then the
Mm-hmm.
weekend, Saturday, Sunday is when I'm going to focus on the research, and because I'm taking piano lessons, bro. That shit is real deal. Like,
Word.
yeah, I'm taking real deal on campus and shit. So I'm taking these real deal piano lessons and shit, and that shit is taking my shit to another level.
That's
You
what's
know what I
up,
mean?
bro.
So piano, once you learn a skill like that, bro, like there's always opportunity.
You're damn
You know
right.
what I mean? Like if you 65 years old, you can still get some bread and not have to do much. You get what I'm
You
saying?
damn
Like that's
word.
son. You could teach that.
Word.
You could do anything with that. But yeah, on that note, man, I'm definitely gonna go. That piano shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kicking my ass. Being a producer all these years and doing overdubs and shit like that, man, and doing hand and eye coordination is a whole different world. Reading, writing, and performing at the same time, yeah, that's different.
Most definitely.
You know,
Most definitely, because I
you know
know
what I'm
back in the
saying?
days, we should do that shit, man.
Yeah, we used
It's
to
like
do it
getting
with the
back. Yeah, we should
yeah,
do that shit,
yeah.
son.
That's crazy. We used to do that in the orchestra shit, the Westchester Orchestra
Facts.
and all that shit. But it's
We
like,
should do
damn. So
that
yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm getting into. Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting into shit where that requires deep concentration. And this is the
Critical
reason why
thinking.
right,
Critical thinking. You know what I'm saying?
right. So
Real
isolation
talk.
is necessary at times. But definitely,
Yup.
bro, we definitely gonna link, man, for sure.
Yeah, we gotta link up, yo. You feel me? But yo,
Yeah,
I
yeah, definitely.
appreciate you for pulling up, King. You heard?
Word, B.
You
Thanks for the
heard?
invite, man. For
You already
sure.
know, man. But we have to link up on the gram so I can see. So we have to get back to work. It's the first quarter. It's the first quarter,
Yeah,
B.
yeah, we
You
gonna
know what
lock
I mean?
in, man.
Let's do
I'm gonna
something because
email
right
you.
now I'm working on a
Mm-hmm.
project. You know, behind the
Mm-hmm.
scenes, we're gonna highlight the project and what I'm doing. It's an EP,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll
Mm-hmm.
be happy. I'll be happy for you to be a part of it, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I love that. I'll definitely love to be a part of that for sure,
Word
man.
up. This is our last hurrah. You feel me? Word
Right,
up. You know
right.
what I
You know what I'm
mean?
saying?
Word,
Yeah,
brother.
nah, for sure. And I don't know if God bless, man. Doug had passed away, man.
Yeah, Neo, man. Yeah, me and you talked about
Yeah,
it,
man.
man. Rest in peace to my
Yeah,
brother
yeah,
Neo,
yeah. God bless
man.
his soul. Yeah, God bless his soul. I just want to
Word, we
say that,
still
you know what I
doing
mean?
it. We still doing it, man. We still doing it, man. This one's for you, man. When I get up with Tony Anthems, man, we're gonna make something spectacular, man. Word up.
Yeah, for
And
sure,
one
man.
one
For
of those
sure, man.
songs most definitely is gonna be dedicated to you, my brother. Word up.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So
All right,
his
man.
link, his gram, I'll be promoting his art and stuff like that. But then for sure, man, we definitely gonna link, man.
So, yo, I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes also with involving Neo, like far as his
Yeah,
work. Far as his work, you know what I'm saying? We really don't have nobody to push it. It's on us now. I'm gonna get up with Jace and those other dudes he used to draw with. Let's put something
right.
together for him, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
You
me and
know,
him we had plans, like with the he used to rock my hats and shit like that. You know what I mean? He used to
yeah,
support me,
son.
and
And the same
so
shit
yeah,
here.
the idea we had was the graffiti hoodie. So whatever, we'll put it together.
Word, son. We gotta do some
I want
things,
to
man.
still finish that. But
Word,
yeah,
brother.
definitely, man. Definitely got some work to do.
All right, man. Yo, I appreciate you, brother. We'll get back to
Definitely,
this
man.
storyline. All right, peace, King. One love.
Peace, King. One love for sure.
Peace.
All right, let's roll out. I need to meet Luna and see what information.
I'm using a Wi-Fi hack, and now I make over $38,000 a month in online income. Now, I never thought something like this would work. 3-click process it. Wi-Fi. The best part is almost zero technical. Lightning make it work. There's a free video which explains the easy 3-click process. Video's 100% free, but internet companies are trying to take it down. So tap the button below and watch the free video to the end before it goes away tonight.
When things go sideways, will you be prepared?
Are you still interested in a solar powered generator? Because pay special attention, because I'm going to do something that until recently we've never done. I'm going to offer this solar generator with 2 times the power, and if you want, you can even make it expandable. And I'm even giving away a free solar panel and an easy optional payment plan in case you're ready to prepare now but need to break up the financial commitment. That is something I can do today while we have these units in stock. It does come with one of these foldable solar panels to make sure that you can charge it even after the power goes out during a storm, like the one that we just had this morning. So you can put your solar panels outside and bring your Patriot powered generator inside, which, by the way, makes no noise, no fumes, and you can use it inside. And there's more free stuff on the webpage, but you have to click the link right now to see it. Now, I don't have time to show you all here what those things are, but I will give you a hint, though, that some of them are our most popular products, and we don't normally give those away for free. But when you grab one of these guys, you will be in the in crowd, and you will get some of those items for free. Now, you don't have to risk a single thing. We are going to send you all of this and all the free stuff with free shipping. And you're going to be able to try it not just for a day or a week or a month, but for an entire year, protected by our 100% satisfaction guarantee for a full 365 days. So you basically can't lose with this offer. But here's the thing, to get this device and to keep all the free stuff that you're going to get with it, you absolutely must click the link right now. Because after today, I can't guarantee that this entire offer, as you've heard it, is going to be online much longer. When we first launched the original Patriot powered generator, it sold out in 48 hours. It wasn't available for months after that, and customers asked to be on a waiting list for this product and to be alerted every time we brought back a little bit, as much as we could. The waiting list kept selling out again and again, and before we could show it to new customers, that went on for a year or more. Now, this Patriot power generator 2000X is more powerful than the old one was, and it has some more free stuff than it came with back then, and the payment plan couldn't be easier. Now, with everything going on in the news this week, I wouldn't be surprised if we had trouble restocking these after they sell out. So get ready with your finger to click, because this video is going away in only a few seconds, and you have to click the link right now to see everything that's included in this offer with the Patriot Power Generator 2000X. And I'm serious, while supplies last. So click the link right now.
Information she has got on Nicky. His brothers Vic, Marcus, Jamal, Tyrone, Malik, Carlos, Juan, and Antonio all nod in agreement and start heading out with him. Meanwhile, Chris, Mitch, Rohonda, Classy, and Peaches stay behind in the 8 to 9 towers, waiting for Grand's return. They will keep an eye on things and get settled in until Grand gets back with news about Nicky. The brothers are mobilizing. Grand gives instructions according to plan, and everyone knows their role. He is driving his Benz with Vic riding shotgun, while the rest of the brothers pile into the transit van to provide backup and watch their 6. Malik's question about having their hammers, presumably guns, ready is met with Vic's confident response. Of course, you all already know we stay ready. Grand's leadership and Vic's preparedness give the crew confidence as they head out to meet Luna. The banter and laughter among the brothers add a layer of camaraderie and personality to the scene. Jamal's good old Grand comment and the group's laughter suggest a strong bond and trust among them. The transit van and the Benz set off, ready to roll out and meet Luna. Grand's phone rings and the caller identification shows her, Luna's nickname or contact name in Grand's phone. He answers immediately, and Luna's greeting is abrupt and confrontational. You, where the heck are you? You're late. Grand's response is calm but firm, pushing back against Luna's tone. Who the hell are you talking to like that? I am 4 minutes away from the square where you want me to meet you at. He is asserting his boundaries and reminding Luna that he is almost there, despite her accusations of being late. This exchange suggests that Luna might be under pressure or stress, possibly related to the information she has about Nicky. Grand's calm demeanor might help diffuse the tension, but it is clear that Luna is not one to mince words. A specific meeting point with a hint of nostalgia. Luna tells Gran to meet her by the benches where they used to sit, suggesting a familiar and perhaps sentimental location. This meeting point might hold memories for Gran and Luna, and the fact that she chose this spot could imply a level of trust or comfort between them. Or it could be a strategic move to throw off anyone who might be watching. Gran likely remembers those benches and the conversations they had there. The scene is set for a potentially intense meeting. Gran responds to Luna's instructions with a simple "okay bet" before hanging up, and Vic loads his gun, ready for anything. Gran checks his rearview mirror, ensuring his brothers are close enough to provide backup if needed. As they approach the meeting point, Gran spots Luna from a distance, and his attention focuses on her. He says to Vic, "There she goes," indicating that Luna is in sight. The tension builds as they prepare to meet Luna, unsure of what information she might share or what dangers might lurk nearby. The tension is palpable as Gran and Vic approach Luna! Gran pulls up to the meeting point, and he tells Vic to stay in the car, but Vic refuses, saying, "Hell no, I am coming with you to speak to this bitch." Gran and Vic jump out of the vehicle, and their brothers watch from a distance, surveying the surroundings. The dark tints on Gran's windows had prevented Luna from seeing Vic inside, but now she knows he is there, and he is not hiding his intentions. The air is thick with anticipation as Gran and Vic face Luna. The negotiation is intense and distrustful. Luna tries to play it cool, but Vic's outburst and Gran's skepticism put her on the spot. Gran references his brother Vic's notorious reputation, and Vic himself confirms he is still the same crazy motherfucker he has always been. Gran lays down the terms. He will pay the $1 million only when Nikki's location is confirmed, and he is not stupid enough to hand over the money without proof. He does not trust Luna, suspects a potential setup, and decides she will come with them to ensure her honesty. The power dynamic has shifted, with Gran and Vic taking control of the situation. Luna's initial confidence has given way to uncertainty, and she is now at their mercy. A sudden twist of fate. Gran's phone rings, and Jamal's voice warns him about a potential police entanglement. Jamal says that a police cruiser is parked next to Gran's car, and the officers are trying to peek inside, but the dark tints are foiling their attempts. Gran's instincts likely go on high alert as he processes this new information. He is already dealing with Luna and the search for Nikki, and now he has to navigate a potential police encounter.
hard for my money. Okay. I work very hard for my money, so you don't have the right to ask me where I get my money. So we need to create ideas together. We need to like exchange mindset, business mindset together. Not you, because if I tell you now, I'm wasting my time. You just want to monitor my money, and my money come and go. God, don't stop making.
Tell y'all that I appreciate y'all most definitely for showing up, pulling up to our channel, We Rebuilding We. Before you get out of there, please hit that like button. You feel me? Please hit that like button. This is great grandson of We Rebuilding We. You feel me? Thank y'all.
This is Channel